Welcome back for week 8 of the College Football Challenge. And for those interested in the Beat the Host Challenge, you can find the link on our Facebook and Twitter page. Good luck. Do we have a winner this week?
Yes, we always have a winner. Week group picks. Week 8, Smitty won again. I think he won week 7 too.
No, I dominated week 7.
Smitty's got 2 wins. Jason's got 2 wins. I got 1. Or as that goes. Starting off, we had Cincinnati and SMU. Cincinnati took it 29-27.
That was a scary game, actually. I was surprised by it. And I think Toledo was hands down favorite to win that one, and Buffalo come out of nowhere and beat them. Probably the best game I thought through the first half was UCLA, Oregon, and then Oregon Ducks just showed up at home and just fit Chip Kelly back in Los Angeles for the rest of the weekend. Thought that would be a more competitive game than it was.
Oh, yeah, I definitely thought UCLA would come out to play a little bit better. Oklahoma State got the best of Texas.
I was surprised by that one. I really thought Texas had more defense. It would slow down that Oklahoma State offense, and then I was wrong.
I think if old Sarkisian, he don't come out, I mean, obviously this year's, I mean, it's not gone, but I think if he doesn't come out next year and at a minimum win the Big 12, he's in trouble.
I mean, it's not a typical Texas team for sure. Tulane and Memphis. This one kind of escaped me. At least I got the pick right. They picked the spread up, I believe, but I thought Memphis was a little stronger team than that.
Yeah. Officially not picking BYU the rest of the season.
No. So BYU started off like the upset team of the 2022, and they have become normal.
Yeah.
Ole Miss.
I thought this was going to happen because their schedule is so backloaded.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if they were for real or not. I mean, we'll find out, but that's not a good look.
No, and they have Texas A&M this week, which is a challenging pick also.
Well, Texas A&M is steadily scoring 24 points a game. They're averaging. And so, you know, if all Ole Miss has to do is score 25, I think they can win it. It just depends on if their defense shows up or not.
They looked very deflated by the third quarter, coaching staff and all. It just didn't have a good vibe. I really thought that offense had more firepower than that, and they stumbled hard.
So you got UCF lost to East Carolina. Didn't see that happening.
I don't think anyone did. I think over 90% of the country picked UCF to win that.
I think that's one of those Gus games.
A Gus game?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Gus Malzahn's the coach.
I'm drawing a blank.
Former
Auburn
coach. Yeah.
Oh, really? So you know these coaches. TCU took care of business.
Yeah, they sure did. They stayed undefeated. I'm not sure how many more games they got to win. Take the regular season.
Well, they got the Oklahoma State behind them at 6-1. They just beat Kansas State, and I don't think anyone else is going to be viable. There's just not enough games left. Let me check
Oklahoma State.
Let me check their
schedule. They already beat Oklahoma. Yeah.
They beat Oklahoma State. So, yeah, I think they're walking in. Yeah, Texas, West Virginia, Texas Tech, Texas, Baylor, Iowa State is their remaining schedule.
So if they both win out, then they'll be rematching in the Big 12 championship game.
Yep.
Penn State, Minnesota. Penn State put a clobbering on them.
Yep.
Not much to see there. Penn State's got Ohio State this week.
That they do, and I don't think they got a chance.
No, not after what Michigan did.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to that Michigan-Ohio State game towards the end of the year. I think that's going to be the one.
Yeah, because, I mean, I'd have to look at I haven't had a chance to watch them much, but I know Ohio State can pass the ball. I'm not sure what their run game looks like, but Michigan State's going to have to slow that game down because Ohio State's got receivers. They got studs at every position. Who's the receiver coach up there? Brian Hartline.
Did you just seriously pull that out of your ass?
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, I know a little bit about college football and where people are. It's just,
Roll it. Roll it.
This is my obsession. So he's a hell of a recruiter, and right now he has the top. I want to say like 3 of the top 10 wide receivers in the country committed for next year's class.
This is Ohio State.
Yeah, Ohio State, and he's a good coach too. He played the position, so yeah,
Can't beat that. What do you think about Syracuse and Notre Dame after last week's loss?
I think Syracuse wins this game, but I think it's a lot closer than people think.
Yeah, I agree. I think Syracuse kind of let themselves down against Clemson.
Oh yeah, well the refs didn't do them no favors either. There was towards the end of the game, there was some penalties, some very, very odd stuff happening there.
Yeah, they know how we feel about refs. Now, Jaguars and Jackson State really puzzled me for this week.
Yeah, well, it's weird. So the spread is, I think it's,
I couldn't even find it.
Yeah, the Jaguars are favored by 2.5, but Jackson State's playing at home. You know, Jackson State's where Deion Sanders is coaching.
Oh.
So he's the head coach out there. I'd take Jackson State in that game.
Yeah.
I don't know how Southern's favored there. Not really sure what that's about.
Yeah.
Another Oklahoma State game.
Oklahoma State, Kansas State. Oklahoma State wins this one. That'll pretty much seal Kansas State as the third best team, I think, in the league, in the conference. Excuse me. I'm really surprised by Nebraska, though. They're 3-4. Normally, they're at least a consistent 8-4 or 9-3 team, you know?
Right. Well, they had Bo Pelini, he was that guy. He was consistently 9-4, give or take. You know, every now and then he'd have a really good team. You have a shot at a title run, or at least a conference title. I wouldn't say a national title. Nebraska is nowhere near what it was in the 90s. And it's the same thing with a lot of schools. Miami, same thing, hasn't been anything since they joined the ACC back in 2005. So I don't know. I think it takes a specific kind of coach to bring a team like that. You got to think they're a landlocked state. They are in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing out there. The fan base is very passionate. So you got to find somebody who can sell that stuff to the big time recruits, or otherwise you're just never going to compete.
Yeah, I can see that.
The other side of that is you got to have a coach who can recruit just good enough and out scheme everybody.
Okay,
and
I agree.
Transcendent players, at least one, like your quarterback, It brings me to the 2010 Auburn team. Cam Newton was that team. That was it. That defense was okay, but Cam Newton made everybody better around him, and he carried that team on his back to a title.
True.
So
very true.
Yeah, that kind of player.
Yeah.
Cincinnati and UCF.
I took Cincinnati for this week. I just don't see UCF pulling it out. Not after last week's performance.
Yeah, I tend to lean the same way. I think Cincinnati's a very well coached team. You got Luke Fickell up there. He's got a good program. So.
Is that the guy that used to be on ESPN?
No, Fickell.
Was it ESPN or am I wrong?
He looks like Rob. What's the guy's name? Rob from Step Brothers. He's in a bunch of other stuff too. Rob Riggle.
Moving on.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's who he looks like. To me, in my mind, South Carolina and Missouri. I could honestly see Missouri winning this game, but I picked South Carolina.
I'll take Tennessee over Kentucky. Kentucky has got some holes to fill on both sides of the ball. And we got Ole Miss and Texas A&M. We kind of touched on. I just don't. Concerns me. Texas A&M breaking even 4-4 this week.
Yeah, I don't see Texas A&M having the consistency or get that one done.
UCLA should take care of Stanford.
Yeah, it should be a good bounce back game.
Yeah. I forgot to ask you, because you were kind of down in the dumps earlier in the week, right?
Yeah.
Are you mourning this ass whooping that's on the way?
No, not really.
It's going to be interesting to see if Georgia can make that a one-sided game. The over-under is only 56.5, which is surprising. They got Georgia 22.5 on over-under 56.5. I think the bookies are betting on Florida.
Yeah. I'm not sure, man. I We could get blown out, or we could keep it close. I don't think we're winning the game.
I hope not. Not at this point, because we got Tennessee next week.
So, interesting news just happened. This kid, Cormani McLean, number 2 recruit in the nation, who, by all intents and purposes, every person out there on every recruiting site had predicted him to go to Florida.
Yeah.
So, that being said, he just chose to go to the University of Miami.
Miami.
Yeah.
The second worst team in Florida.
Yeah. I think there was some money that got tossed around there, but
yeah,
whatever.
Go down there, have a good fun first year and transfer out. Yeah. I think the transfer portal has actually made a bigger problem with college football.
Yeah.
But, like we said in the one episode, I really think we've bastardized college football, but eliminating the student athlete from the conversation, there's very few of those and a whole lot of guys there to just try to get seen, to get to the next level. And it's not semi-pro football, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yep.
And I love college football. I just don't want to see the game destroyed by politics and money.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the whole NIL, I think like college players being able to make some money off their name, image, and likeness is fine. I don't have an issue with that. What I have an issue with is now the pay for play is like completely public and nobody's doing anything about it because it's still not supposed to be pay for play.
Right. Yeah.
But it's very clear that it's happening and it's public. Nobody's trying to hide it anymore and nobody's doing anything about it either. So
yeah, they're just going to just to put it bluntly, the average team and the little guy out of college football. And then you're going to be down to who has the cash, and it's going to be down to 4 or 5 teams every year. And that's it. I mean, it's then they'll start making rules, caps, and other stuff. But, it's like, I don't know. I hate to beat a dead horse, but, you start getting into where college kids are making money off their likeness and stuff like that. Now they need a manager or whomever to take care of that and represent them. Then they need attorneys. So when do they have time for school?
Yeah, I see that side of it too.
I don't know. That's just me.
Please, if anybody has any questions or comments, hit us up at primecohesion@gmail.com or head to our Facebook page at Prime Cohesion on Facebook and leave some comments. We'd appreciate it.